The country singer ordered the seafood dish for the first time on prom night, and now he says on The Voice that he likes to indulge in it. Blake Shelton and Kelly Clarkson strive for a business-like relationship, the funniest interview ever. On tour, Blake Shelton is known to munch on Cheetos and enjoy a homemade cheese dip. As a writer, though, the country legend has an unusual request: calamari. He eagerly devoured a huge meal of fried squid that was given to the former contestant of The Voice around 8 in the morning. Performing his new single Texas, Shelton spoke on his marriage to Gwen Stefani and his 13th studio album, for recreational use only, during his May 2025 appearance on Today. That notwithstanding, Carson Daly surprised his friend with a large bowl of morning calamari while he was away from the Today studio hosting The Voice. Due to his West Coast hosting duties for The Voice, he was unable to make it here today. Shelton told the camera, "But I hear he sent me a special message." He then told Today to just play it. "I wish I could have been present to celebrate this momentous occasion with you, my friend." On the other hand, we have a small California TV show called The Voice. A familiar name? The pre-taped video of Daly making the joke that Shelton couldn't help but chuckle at the expense of a helicopter was the cherry on top. "But before you head outside, Blake, there's something I'd like to share about you that people don't know," said Daly. Much in the same way that Van Halen famously wanted to have M and Ms. backstage, you two have a bit of a demand, and I want you to feel right at home today. Your word. Hey, what's this? A bowl was brought to Shelton's attention, and he said, "I thought I saw calamari." "My goodness. I hope you're hungry, buddy," Daly continued in his message. "Because we all know, at least I do, that you cannot do anything without your fried calamari." The Today co-hosts were told by Shelton, "This is like donut calamari," by Shelton. Carson Daly told us Blake Shelton always requests an order of calamari on his rider, so it was only right that we got him one this morning for his city concert. Shelton later posed with his coveted bowl of calamari before taking the stage to perform his song Texas as part of Today's 2025 city concert series. The country singer was seen clutching his bowl of calamari around 8 a.m. in a TikTok video captioned by Today. Whenever Shelton was on The Voice, he would make sure that there was calamari available. Rock artists typically have champagne and blue M's on their rider lists, but what most people don't know is that you demanded this while you were on the show. Daly, who collaborated with Shelton for 23 seasons on The Voice, informed the God's Country singer in a behind-the-scenes video that his item is calamari. "And we've all been through tough times. Because it's food that we're all required to eat, it has nothing to do with your trailer." Shelton went on to say that ever since ordering calamari at Olive Garden on his prom night as a senior, he has considered it a luxury item. "I had never heard of or seen calamari before my girlfriend and I drove to an Olive Garden in Oklahoma City." Shelton recounted to Daly, "I remember people at the table saying, 'That's fancy, holy cow.'" With his easygoing country charisma and hilarious sense of humor, Blake Shelton never fails to surprise. Shelton is well known all around the world for his work as a renowned country music musician and judge on The Voice. But he was recently surprised by something he didn't anticipate despite his celebrity and wealth: eating calamari at 8 in the morning. Believe it or not, Blake Shelton was faced with a platter of fried squid first thing in the morning. He was completely confused, to say the least. Examining the events, the context of the shock, and the humorous aspect of the whole thing can help us comprehend why this moment became a talking point. What the heck happened? The surprising moment. The story starts with Blake Shelton, who was back on set of The Voice one morning, getting ready to coach and mentor contestants for another day. While most individuals would have coffee and breakfast first thing in the morning, Shelton's day took an unexpected turn. In contrast to his expectations of a standard breakfast menu, he was presented with a dish of calamari, a deep-fried treat usually saved for evening meals. Its timing was very surprising. At 8 in the morning, the usual breakfast fare surely did not include calamari, a dish more commonly found at seafood joints and after-hours parties. Shelton was caught off guard, as if the culinary world had already chosen to throw him a curveball. Being Blake Shelton, he breezed through the situation. The video of his reaction was recorded for everyone to see, and as expected, it quickly became viral. The incident became an internet sensation due to Shelton's blend of sincere perplexion and his characteristic comedic timing. As Blake stared at the plate on the video, his face betrayed his complete bewilderment. As if attempting to comprehend what was happening, he cocked his head to one side and stared at the calamari before him. The picture of the country music artist examining the fried squid with a mischievous grin and thinking about the mysteries of life quickly went viral. Many could identify with Blake's feelings of confusion because they mirrored our own experiences when confronted with something completely out of the ordinary. Whether it was getting an unexpected present or a dish that didn't belong, you've probably had an experience similar to this one. The circumstance was already funny, but Blake's honest reaction made it much funnier. Instead of brushing it off, he made his bewilderment clear to everyone around him. "Is this really happening?" he questioned, his tone a combination of shock and amusement. Shelton, in his characteristically charming fashion, embraced the spontaneity of the situation, not knowing whether to eat it or set it away. This quality has won him countless fans throughout the years. How come calamari is served at 8 in the morning? The idea of having calamari for breakfast may sound strange at first. Lighter and more breakfast-friendly dishes like eggs, bacon, cereal, and smoothies make up most people's morning meals. But why would a member of the stage crew or the chef offer something so out of the ordinary so early in the day? Several hypotheses have been advanced to account for this culinary mystery. An erroneous request. The calamari might have been an accidental byproduct of an incorrect order. It is possible that someone inadvertently asked for a seafood breakfast instead of a more conventional one. With dozens of staff juggling catering, special requests, and the mad dash to feed everyone before the day starts, slip-ups like this are par for the course on set. It is possible that the muddled response from Blake was due to a misunderstanding that occurred between the dining room and the kitchen. Another possibility is that the calamari was an innovative take on breakfast items that the chef was trying to serve. Seafood at breakfast is not completely out of the ordinary for daring eaters. For breakfast, you can find seafood at some fine dining establishments, such as octopus, salmon, or tuna. Perhaps the kitchen staff was trying something new with the calamari, pushing the limits of breakfast food in an effort to surprise and delight some of the crew members. Blake Shelton is known for being one of the most genuine and easygoing celebs in the business, so it's plausible that the calamari was brought in as a joke. It was probably meant to be filmed on social media because someone on set anticipated Blake's amused and surprised reaction. If this is so, it was a smashing success. Fans can't stop talking about how Blake's bewildered reaction to the dish went viral. The important thing is not where the calamari came from, but rather how Blake Shelton laughed it off. One of the things that makes him so sympathetic to followers is his ability to laugh at himself and make light of strange situations. He controlled his emotions and came up with a humorous method to make a bad situation better. The reaction. A moment that goes viral on the internet. After Blake Shelton's calamari surprise went viral, it was just one of many surprising occurrences in the world of celebrity. Memes, GIFs, and blogs concerning the incident were shared at an unprecedented rate on social media sites. The globe around, people were just as confused as Blake, and they would often put their own twist on things. While some made fun of the calamari, calling it the breakfast of champions, others wondered if they could handle a seafood dish first thing in the morning. As others from various walks of life joined in on the situation's comedic undercurrent, the hashtag #BlakeSheltonCalamari rapidly gathered momentum. Fans had mixed reactions to Shelton's performance. Some thought he was being very sporty, while others found the whole thing hilarious. The story became a prime illustration of how an unplanned, spontaneous moment can become a viral hit thanks to the internet. In response to the incident's unprecedented level of publicity, Blake Shelton himself turned to social media. He acknowledged the strange breakfast accident in a tongue-in-cheek article, and in typical Blake style, he made fun of himself for being shocked by calamari at 8 a.m. Fans, already accustomed to his humble character, found his candor and humor in the circumstance, which only served to endear him more. The larger view. Discovering comedy in the surprising. One example of how comedy can improve our daily lives is Blake Shelton's calamari surprise. Even though celebrities are constantly under scrutiny, they manage to stay grounded by finding humor in the most unexpected of circumstances. This is a breath of fresh air in a world where social media posts are generally too staged. It's heartening to see a public figure like Blake Shelton be open and funny. It serves as a gentle reminder that we're all just human and that it's all right to chuckle when life throws us a curveball.